everyone. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Veda and this is The Simple Budget. Here on my channel, I show you how my family is using the zero-based budgeting method in order to maintain a simplified financial life. If that sounds like content that you're interested in, I would love it if you would hit the subscribe button and join our little crew here. And with that being said, let's get into today's video. Well, hi everyone, and happy Friday. So happy to be back with our regular schedule. And in that light, we're going to be doing a weekly check-in video. So if you happen to be new around here, this video is basically one in which I reconcile all of the non-cash purchases from the last week so that we can make sure that we're staying on budget and we're not overdrawing our checking account and all that kind of fun stuff. So that's it. Everybody handles cash budgeting and zero-based budgeting slightly different. So if my process is confusing to you, first, don't hesitate to ask questions. But also, sometimes it takes a little bit of time watching content like this to sort of help make sense of what the person is doing, but that also how you would maybe adapt it to your own personal style and needs and all of that sort of stuff. But it does help to kind of have a little bit of a guideline. And especially when we first started doing cash budgeting and cash stuffing, I watched so many videos to try to get a handle on what made sense for us. So definitely do that. But like I said, don't hesitate to ask questions in the comments below. So anyways, I'm just going to jump right into it here because I always tend to be a little chattier in these videos and you never know how that's going to manifest. So let's dig in here. This is my budget planner. Well, this is the dashboard. I have this available in my Etsy shop, and the budget planner in here as well is available in my Etsy shop. It's printable, it's digital. It's something that I can print and ship to you. Just depends on what your needs are. But I also, anything that you see that's handmade here on my channel is always usually from me and available in my Etsy shop, which is always linked below. So do check that out if you're in the market. I'm going to go ahead and jump back to my, I'm losing all of my English, my expense tracking sheet here, and pull this out, and then we can jump into it. We actually don't have that many purchases to go over from the last week, which is nice. We spent a lot on vacation, and I mean, that's usually, like, we don't spend a lot. We try not to from week to week. But vacation, we were very spendy, and so we're just kind of coming down from that. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and zoom you guys in, and then we will actually get into reconciling these purchases. All right, so let's just jump in here. First up, I have this purchase from Amazon. It was a total of $16.23. This is coming from our home maintenance envelope. I just purchased some new cleaning gloves for myself. Well, cleaning and doing dishes gloves. I always wear gloves when I wash dishes for a couple of reasons. One, my hands are really sensitive to whatever soap I use, and I try to go as clean as I possibly can, like as far as, you know, toxic or harsh ingredients in a dish soap. But it's still like there's such drying formulas. And so I always wear gloves when I'm washing the dishes. And also because I like to try to preserve my manicure for as long as humanly possible. I do it myself, and it's a pretty time consuming task, actually. I enjoy it. It's like a little bit of like a, you know, self-care thing or whatever, but I like to try to preserve it as long as I can. And when you wear gloves washing dishes, it really helps. So I needed some new ones. And you guys, I don't know if you remember this. If you've been around my channel for any lengthy period of time, you'll know that like the last cleaning gloves that I bought were breaking me out. And so many of you said it's probably from the powder that they put inside of them. Try to find gloves without powder. And so that's what I did this time. And oh my gosh, you guys, it made such a difference. I'll go ahead and actually leave the ones that I purchased linked because I also appreciated that they came in some like neutral tones. Like I got like a navy and a gray pair, which I was really nerdily excited about. But they're just like rubbery and they grip the dishes really well, and they're super comfortable to wear. I will say this, I was so glad that I read the comments on them. I did not think that I was going to be going off about cleaning gloves, but here we find ourselves. I was glad I read the comments before I purchased them though, because they're made in Korea, and I am a, burly German type built woman, and Korean folks tend to be a little bit smaller than Americans in stature anyway. And so people were saying in the comments, like, these gloves are sized based off of, it seems like based off of the general size of Koreans. And so just know that going into it, like, I purchased the large size. Now like I said, I'm kind of tall to begin with. I'm 5'10". I have big hands. So kind of know that going into it, kind of size appropriately. But I purchased the larges, and they're super comfortable. They fit snug, but they're not tight. Like, there's lots of room for my hand to move inside of them. So you may be able to get away with a smaller size if you are a lady friend who is not built like an angry German. But yeah, so anyways, just note that as you go into that purchase, if you do go ahead and purchase them, love them, but size accordingly. And that's that. I'm going to be returning $17 to the bank. If you're new to my channel, I'll just briefly go over this. So the purchase was $16.23. What my husband and I generally tend to do is round up to the next dollar when we're returning money to the bank. And this change overage just kind of builds up in our checking account and serves as like a little account buffer, but mostly just like a miscellaneous expense category. Fund. It's not really like a fund, because we don't really allow it to get more than like $15. We'll start like pulling things from it, if it starts to get that high. But anyways, that's what that does. My husband tracks all of that. He is super duper meticulous. And actually, okay, so this is a good time to tell you guys this. People have asked consistently about his spreadsheet. My husband has created a spreadsheet that works according to his own brain. And everybody's like asking to see it, or they're interested in maybe like trying to adapt it to their own style. And I've like said, we've thought about ways where we can maybe show like how he does it and all those sorts of things. And it just isn't working. But I came across a budgeter the other day on Instagram, sort of completely accidentally. I can't remember the name of her handle right now, but I will go ahead and leave it on the screen for you. And then I will link her Instagram account below. She's incredible, by the way. Her content is super fun to watch. She doesn't do cash stuffing, I don't think, but they have worked to pay off their debt, and now they're in the process of trying to pay their mortgage off in like 18 months or something. She goes into all the hows and whys like on her channel, but she has a spreadsheet that she worked up and really seems to be super duper user friendly. So I'm going to go ahead and leave her account linked, and then I'll see if there's a link for her spreadsheet that I can send you directly to, because I don't think it's particularly pricey, but it seems to be like one of the coolest spreadsheets I've ever seen. So I'll go ahead and leave all of that stuff linked for you guys so that you can check that out. And I'm like all about supporting another content creator or another, person with an Etsy shop or whatever it is. I'm not sure what platform she sells it on, but it's definitely worth looking into, especially for those of you who have asked time and time again about Mr. Simple Spreadsheet. So anyways, moving right along. Next up, I forgot to cross this out. I'm going to go ahead, because I moved this purchase down below because I had to do a little bit of budget voodoo in order to accommodate this purchase. So I'll just go down next in line. We have a Sprouts purchase. I don't know. So I don't even think I mentioned to you guys, but I have basically moved my family over to a mostly animal-based diet. My kiddos eat relatively clean anyway, but they still had stuff in their diet like bread and bagels and like chips every now and then. Not like potato chips, but like, because I haven't found really like a clean potato chip that I'm a big fan of. Anyways, We decided over the summer that we were going to move our kiddos over to a more animal-based diet, and we didn't know what that was going to do to our budget. Turns out we're able to, our budget basically stayed the same. I was able to eliminate some expenses, like I mentioned, like the breads and stuff like that, and then switch it over to more animal-based things for certain meals. And it seems like it's been a wash as far as like if one is more expensive than the other. The benefit that we're actually noticing so far, Mr. Simple feels just much better in general. But one of the things that we really noticed is our daughter was like sneezing, like these really big, intense sneezes multiple times a day. And they've all but gone away since we switched her to animal-based. So I'm sure, like, she's not celiac, obviously, or that would have been bothering her tummy, but she's definitely sensitive to grains. And it's something that my mom mentioned too, when my mom went carnivore, and one of the things that she noticed immediately was an improvement in her sinuses. She used to get these really intense sinus infections, and she doesn't get them anymore since she moved to a carnivore diet. And actually, Mr. Simple has a tendency to have a lot of like nasal, sinusy kind of stuff also that is generally improved when he eats at least animal-based or like, paleo, keto, whatever kind of dietary restrictions you want to follow, but we've definitely noticed an improvement. And the reason I'm telling you all of this is because I have started stopping into Sprouts like once a week because I like the quality of meat that they get in, and they are very, very regularly reducing the price of their meat that's like close to the expiration date. I've never seen Trader Joe's do that. I rarely see Whole Foods do it. I don't know what they do with that meat, but Sprouts does it a lot. And so I've been able to pick up a lot of meats that are close to expiration date for a fraction of the cost. And it's really benefited like our grocery budget. And so that's what I did on this day. I went in there and I picked up quite a few things from there, specifically red meat. We are very red meat heavy eaters because it's the most nutritionally dense meat. And so it keeps us full for longer and gives us all the vitamins and nutrients that we need, et cetera, et cetera. So anyways, that's what I did. I popped in there on this day. I spent $48.07. I'm going to be returning $48 to the bank, and we'll just pull this 7 cents from that little mini buffer fund that I was just telling you about earlier up there. Excuse me, moving right along. Next up is this purchase from Blue Land. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of them, but I've seen them on my social media quite a bit lately, probably because the phones are listening and they've heard me talking to Mr. Simple about like switching over a lot of our products to more clean products. She says as she burns a candle right next to her face, but slow and steady wins the race. Anyways, we were running low on dishwasher pods. And so I was like, okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and buy more dishwasher pods, or buy dishwasher pods this time from Blue Land. So this was a 3-month supply, I think is what it came out to. And so I will you do like a subscribe and save type situation. I'll go ahead and leave their website linked below for you. It's not sponsored. It's not like, like a referral link or anything. It's just me telling you about them. And so I just purchased their refill packs because I already have like a little container under my sink where I keep my dishwasher pods. And so I don't need their like specialty little container that they will send you if you buy their starter kit. I just bought their refill kit. So anyway, it came out to $42.14. I think this was with tax and shipping because I didn't spend enough to get free shipping, which kind of irritates me, but it's fine. And then I'll be returning $42 to the bank because I will be pulling this 14 cents from my virtual coin jar that I was telling you about earlier. I have a lot of scribbles through here. I'm sorry. Next up, Mr. Simple went to the doctor, regular old checkup. The copay was $35, so I'll be returning $35 to the bank. And then next up, we had this Amazon purchase. It was $29.22, and I split this up. This is part of the budget voodoo I was talking about up here. I realized we were like really low in toiletries, this always happens. Like we'll build up toiletries in household for a while and then we completely deplete them and it's just unfathomable. So anyways, that's what we did. Mr. Simple purchased some more beard oil. If you are new around here, he has a lovely ginger beard. And so, you know, you got to maintain that with beard oil. So he was replenishing his stock. It was $29.22. So I broke it down into toiletries and his. We'll do this sometimes, and you'll see this with my next purchase also. If we're really running low in one particular budgeting category, we will supplement it with our own personal spending money, especially if it's something specific to us. So that's what we did here. So I attributed $14.22 of this to toiletries, and then $15 is going to come from his personal spending, and I'll be returning $14 and $15 respectively. And then this is what happened also. So Biossance was having their annual friends and family sale. This is a skincare company that I talk to you guys about all the time. I love them. They're clean, no toxic yuckiness for you to rub all over your face. And so since they were having their friends and family sale, I decided to stock up on a couple things. I got 2 face washes and then I got a hand cream. I love their hand cream, especially moving into fall and winter where it's just sort of drier anyway and you're washing your hands a bunch. So anyways, the total purchase came to $60.09. And again, I broke this down. So $35 of it is going to be pulled from toiletries, and I'll be returning $35 to the bank. And then I am pulling $25.09 for my own personal spending, and I'll be returning $25 to the bank. So that is going to do it for our purchases for today, or this week. I'm going to go ahead and zoom you guys back out, and then we will get into actually unstuffing the cash. Okay, so first up, before I do anything, I actually have to add up all of this return to the bank money over on the side here, just so that I know how much I should expect to have at the end of this, and then we'll actually get into the unstuffing. I'm gonna zoom you guys through this. Even though there's not a lot here, you still don't want to watch me use a calculator for just these few purchases. So I'll zoom you through and then we'll come back. All right, so yeah, like I mentioned earlier, not a lot of spending done this week, so I'll be returning $231 to the bank, hopefully. So I'll just make a note of that here, just so I know what to expect at the end, and I always forget this number, so it's best if I have it written down somewhere. So let's just jump in here. First up, we have home maintenance, and I think there's just only one purchase, and that's in high priority sinking funds. So let me go, here we go. So I need $17 from home maintenance. 10, 15, 17. And so we have $6 left in home maintenance. This poor thing gets eaten into so regularly lately. I'm not even sure that there's like a proper explanation for it, but I feel like we've been spending from there like crazy. So here we go. $6, right? Yeah, $6 left in home maintenance. And since we're in high priority, I'm just gonna go to nearly all of this is high priority sinking funds. So let's go next to grocery, and I need $48. So 20, 35, 40, oh boy. Sure, 41, 42, 43, 44, and 45. I am $3 shy. That's crazy. Okay. So I'm just going to put -3 down here so that I know. And then I will just take this $3 away from what I stuff next week for grocery shopping. So it's not that big of a deal. That's just kind of how we reconcile it. We try not to overspend from week to week, but we really don't overspend from month to month. So as long as we kind of stay on budget for the month, it's not that big of a deal to us. So let me go ahead and cross this out. It covers grocery. And then household, I just have the one purchase for $42. Do I have $42? 10, 15, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. So I will remove the deficit. So 42, what did I just say? You all know I love to forget. 10, 15, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So I'm $17 shy. So I will just stuff it $17 less for the remainder of the month. And that's kind of how we handle that. Okay. So that's going to do it for household. Medical, let me pop into really quick and grab $35 from here. 20, 40, pull back 5. And in medical, we've got 100, 5, 10, and 11. Whoa, my gosh, that was next level enthusiasm. So 111, I think that's what I said before I threw my pen across the room. And then we will pop into toiletries and grab these purchases. So I need 35 and 14. And, oh no, that's it, just the 2. So that's 49. I don't think I have 49 in toiletries. 10, 15, 20, wait, 10, 15, 25, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. So I'm $10 shy. So I'll just pull that from the remaining stuffings. So minus 10. And then cross off these toiletries expenses. And now I have to go into low priority sinking funds and pull some from his and some from hers. That's both me and my husband spending money. So I'll go his first. He's 15. Oh, 10, 5. Okay. And remaining in his spending, he's got 50, 70, 90, 100, 10, 15, 21. So 121 in his spending. All right, and now I just have to pull this 25 from mine. Whoops. Oh, actually, do I have, oh yeah. Okay, so, what did I just say, 25? 21, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, and so now remaining in my spending, I've got 20, 31, and 2. All right, so let's see. So 231 is what we started with, but we subtract 3, 17, and 10, and that leaves us with $201. That's what I should have right here. So let's give her a count. 20, 40, 60, 80, 91, 10, 20, 30, 5, 45, 55, 65, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 90, oh man, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 201. Well, that almost never happens. Actually, that's not true. I do a pretty decent job of getting all of my returned cash back where it belongs. So that's a lot of ones. I'm probably gonna have to repurpose that money somehow. So anyways, that is gonna do it for me for today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it, and I hope that you have a wonderful weekend. Like really, I mean, we're like getting into some, most of us have kids back in school, but we're really winding down the summer here and moving into the autumn season. In that vein, you guys can expect to see some products going up in my shop this weekend. But anyways, I would love it so much if you guys would give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment down below on this video. Let me know if you have any fun weekend plans, if you guys are still squeezing out the little bits of summer that we have left, or if you are the let's hurry up fall and start doing fall activities as well. I'd be curious to know which type of person you are. I used to be the type of person who wanted to like jump right into fall, but I've definitely become a squeeze out the last vestiges of summer type of person the older I've gotten. So it also doesn't hurt that it's still 100+ degrees in Texas. So it's very much summer here. Anyways, You guys have a wonderful weekend, and I'm going to be back here with you on Monday with a cash stuffing, and Mr. Simple will be with us. So it's been forever since he's been on the channel, so I hope you guys are looking forward to that, and I will see you then. Bye, everyone.